Welcome everyone. Today we're going to talk about training programs in VDRB. First of all, what is VDRB? VDRB is the Public Employment Service of Flanders. Of course, the official language is Dutch, but as you can see further that there are different organizations, each one responsible in one of the Belgian communities. So in Flanders we have VDRB, in Brussels we have Actrice, but you can always find the VDAB there because Brussels is half Dutch, half French. In Wallonia, you find Liforim, and of course, in the German community, you can find Ade He. Before talking about training programs, or the word in Dutch is opleiding, I want to introduce you to two different vocabularies used in VDAB programs. First one is opleiding. What is that? This is a Dutch course organized by the VDAB to get you prepared for the training. So instead of going like to school for a normal Dutch course where you can learn about doctor, weather, whatever, you get the chance to get in a course where you can learn language, Dutch language, that's useful for you in your working sector for the future. Opleiding is the training program itself where you can learn a profession like a carpenter, electrician, etc. In Vidabe, they divided professions into four categories. Of course, for foreigners, you need a certain level of Dutch language so you can be able to follow one of these training programs. As you can see here, we have four different categories. We start from the left. The hand represents all the technical professions. The heart represents the social jobs, and we're gonna give examples later. The third one, the mind or the head of the person represent all administration professions, and of course at the end everything had to do with sales. Let's give an example and remember the word voor opleiding and opleiding before the training programs and after the and during the training programs. For instance, in technical jobs you need minimum level in point 3 1.2 that will qualify you to go to the vooropleiding, the Dutch course in the BDAB, which called Technis in Netherlands. It lasts 4 months, 5 days a week, 5 half days a week. Another example, in the social sector, you need minimum 3.1, that's 3 Dutch levels, where it qualifies you to go to the vooropleiding called Social Netherlands, lasts 5 months, 5 days, 5 full days a week, and so on, as you can see in the examples in the picture. Here, as you can see, these are some examples for the professions in each category. They are just examples. There are, of course, a lot more than these. Like in the technical professions, we have like a mason, electrician, uh, um, uh, help cook, driver, truck driver. In social sector, we have like nurse, nurse assistant. In administration, we have receptionist, we have accountant, we have other things like logistic worker. Last category, of course, everything have to do with sector like salesman, clothes shops, general shops like Lidl, Aldi, Carrefour, all multimedia shops, and so on. The video will be to search for a specific training program. As you can see, you go to www.vidab.pe. You can see here's the menu of the website. Of course, it could be different if you use a browser from your smartphone, the same information, but it looks different. We can see here two different categories. First, jobs, how to search for a job. We're going to talk about this later. Then the training program, opleiding. And here we go to Zoek and opleiding. You push on Zoek and opleiding, and here you can find results for different training programs. Of course, there are like hundreds of these, but we if we're gonna search for specific thing, then we gonna learn how to do it. Here we can write the word that we need. Let's say help cook. I'm gonna search for this opleiding, and of course here you can put your where you live, the community, and the code of the area that you live in to help you further. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna show you later why. So help cook. Here's the results. As you can see, each of these one of these opleidings. Push on one of these to see what kind of information we're gonna find there. This is they all look like the same. So first they're gonna description, what you're gonna learn there. Uh, Two Latinx forwarding, the conditions, what you need, qualifications you need in order to get in or to get enrolled in this opleiding. Everything we need about the location, where it's organized, the exact location, the person contact info, the person responsible for this, and of course here to the right side we can see you can know if it's for free or not, and of course you can see in which city or community. So some of you might search for a training program, but you discover that it's far away, so you have to be like ready that you gonna travel for a certain period of time to follow this training program. Let's say I found one of these training programs and I found this is like exactly what I need. How to register myself? There are two ways. Of course, here you find the code. Each of these training programs has its own code. You can take this code, get an appointment in a VDRB, get to the system there, and tell them that I find this opinion that I'm interested in doing. Or you can do it yourself and through the website here. You find always Vraag deze opleiding on. You're gonna push on this button, and here you have two possibilities. First of all, if you are already registered there, so you're gonna use your email from VDLB that you subscribed yourself in VDLB, and of course the password. If you're not, if you didn't enroll yourself to the VDLB, then there's other way. Here you can fill this information, personal information about your name, email address, telephone, your address, and of course here, if you have any question, then you push on bevestigen. You will receive an automatic message or email as a confirmation from what the website of the VDLB received from you. A couple of days or a week later, the person responsible for the training program gonna make a contact with you, let's say through email, and give you a date or a datum for information session, invitation for information session, where they're gonna explain everything about the training program you need to follow, and if there's any kind of test, language test for foreigners, a medical test, mathematic test, depends of course. It's different from one training program to the other one. Last but not least, talking about training programs, I'm going to introduce you to what is called knelpuntberoepen. These are jobs with very big chances of finding work. Certain kind of professions that the country, the government needs. There are shortage of these professions. Of course, the VDAB issues a kind of a list of these professions, and they keep this list up to date from one year to another, because sometimes they have enough working people in one of the professions, which means it's not anymore one of the knelpuntberoepen or the needed profession. Of course, here you can find the link where you can find the list of these professions.